These crazy opponents disrespected the silent assassin and signed their own death warrant.
And a strategy and discipline, which is Bivol has been doing this entire fight.
Бит нос, времени более чем достаточно в этом бою.
And now we will see the list of suicidal fighters who provoked Dmitry Bivol's anger by their overconfident and detestable actions and experienced it on themselves. This fighter had the audacity to grab Bivol's belt in the face-offs. In June of 2024, Malik Zinad promised to destroy the reigning champion.
Looking for blood, you know what I'm saying, blood. That's what, coach, my last fight, you see the blood. You see the referee, how's the blood, yeah. That's gonna happen this fight. More blood than the last fight.
Seeing the disrespect, Bivol publicly stated that he was taking his opponent seriously and promised to let him pay for his trash talk.
To avoid it. But sometimes people could take your kindness as a weakness. And you have to show also.
Touch gloves. Thank you.
Finally, the time for words passed and the time for action began. Malik taunted the hard-hitting Bivol, who then successfully landed a big right hand when Bivol reacted to his taunting. Then Zinad made the brutal mistake of trying to exchange with Bivol in the middle of the fire. The cocky fighter acted unaffected and came back against the unrelentless Bivol with fury. Then the demolition began by the Russian. But Zinad wouldn't step back, trying to prove he was the better fighter. Before headbutting the champion without knowing what his future awaits. An angry Bivol left his rival helpless. In May 2016, the talented Bivol was stepping up in class, as he has done with every one of his fights, and was expected to be pushed hard by Felix Valera. Valera taunted the silent assassin from the start to the end of this fight. And looked to catch the Russian with a big shot.
Очень хорошо закрыт, сконцентрирован Дмитрий.
Не удалось вывести Дмитрия Бивола из себя.
Не ведется на этих.
Valera fought almost completely with his hands down.
Ох, справа сейчас был очень сильный удар.
But Bivol committed to the wise approach, using his super accurate jabs from range.
Это может сделать Bivol.
Действительно большой, мощный, длиннорукий.
One of the jabs caught Valera on his sweet spot, disconnecting his brain and legs and sending him to the canvas.
К технике, к передвижению.
Хорошо.
Это был удар.
Then Bivol unloaded on his shocked opponent.
Рефери не открыл счет.
Очень свежо выглядит, видно функционально.
Молодец.
Now scared of Bivol's punches, Valera took Bivol to the canvas any way he could.
Надо немножечко присмотреться. Правый прямой.
Anytime he had any momentum, Valera tried to intimidate Bivol with an arm swing.
Видим, очень пластичный, очень своевременный.
But Bivol will respond with a huge right hand.
Точное попадание. Справа.
And he held on to Bivol for his dear life.
Заключительный этап своей охоты. Можно и в корпус ударить, но попадает.
It was a crushing as the hard-hitting Bivol sent Valera face-planting to the canvas again in the 6th round.
Он может нанести его из такой позиции, из которой вроде бы...
Then started uncorking a barrage of punches that will turn everyone's cheers into concerns for Valera.
15 секунд всего до гонга.
Каштановых.
Здорово лево сбоку, справа боковой.
Туда в область солнечного сплетения.
Bivol dropped his opponent with a perfect flurry. Then followed up with a devastating array of heavy ammunitions.
Valera бросается в размен.
Здорово, на ногах, еле стоит американец, но терпит до последнего.
Рефери может вмешаться сейчас.
Град ударов, Dmitry Bivol.
Taunts by Valera only led to more punishment. Until the final round, Valera was taking lessons on how not to be cocky in the ring.
Все хорошо, все получается.
Левый боковой. Еще раз.
In May 2022, a professional boxing match between four-division world champion Canelo Alvarez and Dmitry Bivol took place. Against Alvarez, Bivol was the underdog despite making his fourth defense of the light heavyweight WBA title and his ninth world title defense overall. At the face-offs, his daughter mocked Bivol, and throughout the build-up, the pound-for-pound king Canelo acted dismissively as if Bivol was just another opponent he would crush.
No, legacy is important for me because I want to be one of the best fighters in boxing history, so that's why I choose these kind of fights.
Bivol had different plans. Like a robot, Dmitry Bivol started his fight by studying his opponent and playing defensive.
He's a puncher that throws punch count, so Canelo can't start off short and slow because...
Left hand off the top of the head from Alvarez. There's that right on the guards. He had a little difficult time with...
Bivol then let loose a picture-perfect 1-2.
And this is what Bivol, he has to make it a mess with the left hook by Canelo. The thing, you know, as the last fight we've seen the left.
And that's why Bivol's going to be such a... Or get a flurry from Bivol. He's going to have a harder time doing it with Bivol because look, loading up on punches as well.
Most of the damage Canelo landed were on the left shoulder and arm of Bivol, who stayed firm behind his high guard.
On the judges. Last round it was Bivol who was coming. There's a right hand again, the uppercut. Just overhand rights being the...
But Bivol landed for free on Canelo.
Look at him go! Oh my left! Left arm of Bivol now, it's ready him. That's exactly the game plan that Canelo...
Do you think this strategy would work against Canelo?
Landing most of the shots, and he's the busier guy.
Is this...
Exactly. See, he's blocking every punch. Look, he's...
After enforcing terror on his opponent against the ring, Bivol was still being mocked by Canelo.
One thing I've noticed too.
Bivol looks much better. At least this...
Well, the Russian never gave him a clean enough strike zone to land upon. Bivol's jab responded to any single punch landed by Alvarez with clean combinations in return.
Obviously coming up in weight class.
Right hand scores for Bivol.
Already, Steve Weisfeld, who I consider the gold standard.
In control, not giving up control.
Yeah, he's frustrated.
And a strategy and discipline, which is Bivol has been doing this entire fight. Bivol can knock out Alvarez. It appears he might be going for it.
Canelo, whose only defeat came against Floyd Mayweather in 2013, landed a career-low 84 punches overall as Bivol pulled the upset via unanimous decision. After tearing through Canelo Alvarez, Bivol had shocked the Mexican world.
Surprise, you know, like everybody else, the whole world. Nobody expected that, honestly.
Mexican fans were displeased with the Russian beating Canelo and sought revenge. This mission to regain the fighting pride of Mexico fell on Zurdo Ramirez's shoulders.
And I'm ready for that. I'm ready to take that belt, to take it to Mexico, to take the revenge.
So on a hot evening in 2022, the fight between the two undefeated titans finally took place. The Mexican exemplified in his attire the country he had come to avenge, while Dmitry dressed like an executioner of the Dark Ages. They touched gloves and the fight was on. From the opening bell, Bivol exerted his trademark left jab and straight right and finished his combinations with a powerful left hook.
That tonight, when a southpaw fights an orthodox...
He throws that long left hand from range and hits the body. And
Dmitry Bivol is in the middle of the ring.
I still think that Ramirez gonna throw more like that.
Ramirez, brimming with confidence in his undefeated status, took the fight straight to Bivol, refusing to take a step back.
Heavyweight division, 5-0, 5 KO.
Decent little round here, isn't he, Ramirez?
Good round here so far for Zurdo.
Then Bivol felt it was time to unleash his own tornadoes.
Good strike, and that man rattled. He's backed against the ropes.
Arguably his best weapon, and he's not using it.
Solid defense from Bivol, and nice counter punching. Oh, boy, Gilberto.
Yeah, but he's bending his legs. You have to make him rush their work.
In the final 2 rounds, the bout finally became the slugfest that everyone had anticipated.
Taking more chances as he should.
So Bivol was allowed to spin out and landed a combination of his own.
Another body shot from Zurdo. Good counter right from Bivol.
In response.
Is Bivol looking for the knockout? Zurdo wants Bivol to exchange with him.
Given the dominant performance, there was no doubting the winner. Bivol defeated Gilberto Ramirez by a wide decision to retain his WBA light heavyweight title. This fighter courageously tried to intimidate Bivol, but regretted it. From the opening bell, Pascal threw big shots to hurt the Russian. Then Pascal started to feel too confident. At this point, Bivol responded accordingly, with peppering right crosses and left hooks. And a huge right hand sent Pascal kissing the canvas for the first time. As he returned to his feet, he resorted to arrogance and smiled. But the left hook started to turn his insides to mush. In the 8th round, Pascal tried his luck of a knockout. But Bivol was in the mode of a defensive god. Pascal attempted a remarkable double punch and beat his chest as an intimidation tactic against Dmitry Bivol. This made Bivol angry, and he upped the pressure. Bivol won by wide distances on the scorecards.